This is the month dedicated to recognizing the contribution of indigenous people to Guyanese culture and their role in the development as a nation. Today we focus on Pakuri, formerly known as St. Cuthbert's Mission, selected for the Heritage Village Day observance.
About 128 years ago, the missionaries landed here and they proclaimed in the name of Her Majesty that this shall forever be known as St. Cuthbert's Mission. But before that, there was Pakuri. It has always been Pakuri. And what we're trying to do is to go back to that. As it relates to the people primarily are Loconos, as commonly known Arawaks, right? But just to set that right, that is a name imposed upon us, but we are Loconos.
Following a recommendation from President David Granger, the name Pakuri will be made official following the legal documentation. Finally, the wait was over and the festivities began. Hundreds of locals and foreigners from all walks of life awoke early to begin their journey to Pakuri and the celebration of the Loconos. After 2 years of preparations for the big day, Tushao Lennox Schumann stood at the entrance of the Benab, and as tradition demands, he extended a warm welcome to visitors entering the village with a special traditional Locono drink. This welcome drink of the tribe is described as a sign of good faith. As the program got underway, visitors and locals were greeted in the Arawak dialect. During his feature address to open the proceedings, President David Granger stressed the importance of recognizing Amerindian settlements in Guyana's development.
It is important that we are here today to recognize the importance of the villages, not only culturally but also to the economy of our country.
The president challenged the indigenous communities to craft strong, effective village improvement plans to effect the necessary development in their communities. He outlined 4 important pillars that these plans should be guided by.
The first pillar, as I always say, concerns the children, is the pillar of education. The second pillar for the village improvement plan is jobs. The third pillar, my brothers and sisters, on which this VIP is erected, is the environment. The fourth pillar, as I mentioned before, is the economy, economic diversification.
Reflecting on the contributions of the indigenous people, Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs Sidney Alicock expressed that there is room for more growth.
Indeed, we must celebrate the many successes and try to work in collaboration to fix the not so successful stories, and we could do it, and we could only do it together.
The one-day event also saw presentations from the Tushao of Pakuri, the RDC of Region 4, parliamentary opposition, and a number of cultural performances. After the official program wrapped up, the fun began with villagers and visitors participating in activities like cassava processing, tukuma bursting, straw plaiting, tukuma eating, fly drinking, bow and arrow shooting, to name a few. The Department of Public Information spoke to several persons who attended the festivities to gather their impressions. For some, it was their first, while others, it was a long-awaited event.
This is a classical demonstration of how culture plays an important part in social cohesion. There's no doubt about it that culture brings people together. And the last item on the agenda, where we had a group of Guyanese, regardless of their ethnic base, were doing a dance which had, let's say, some indigenous aspect of it. And they did it perfectly well, and I think everybody enjoyed it. And if we can have more of this, if we can have more activities like this, I think it will offer good for social cohesion in the country. I'm happy that the President used this opportunity to lay out his village improvement plan, and I think those 4 pillars that he mentioned, with education being a very important part will certainly help all villages, and not only Pakuri, to get a brighter future.
It's very exciting to see everyone embracing their culture. It's something that can easily be lost. Like, my family doesn't really know much about their culture, but to see everyone come out here and put it on display and make sure they're holding on to it and then proudly displaying it to other members of their country, it's very exciting. I've been here for the last 6 months, but I'm here for a total of 2 years.
I am no stranger to St. Cuthbert's because I was a member of the Guyana Defence Force for a number of years, stationed on the other side. When you turn left to come in here, my base was on the right. So I used to come in here because we had a lot of other colleagues who lived in here. And today, it's something that, it's a good experience because what I'm seeing here is not, it's Heritage Month, and this village or the mission is the one that has been selected. And it's a broad base. What I like is the ethnicity, not only for the Amerindians, but when you look across, you see all the other ethnic races are here enjoying. It's a Guyanese thing, and that's what we should be doing all the time, thinking Guyanese.
It's not my first time here. We always come to, experience this adventure, Amerindian style, every month. It's something different, you always got like we accustomed to this different kind of pepper pot in town. But when you come here, you have the original Amerindian pepper pot every year. That you probably think it's two-on pot, but that's how it's made.
Yes, it's my first time here. The curiosity and being more participative in what's going on around. I'm enjoying it. We've seen persons eating the worm and such, other activities, and it's interesting so far.
It's very cool. It seems like everybody's really accepting of all the cultures in Guyana. Indigenous people in America are they're kind of kept on their own, but here in Guyana they're definitely much more part of Guyana versus kind of castaways.
It's been good, like every other year. The culture, they got a few things that they do different every year, but it's basically the culture is good, the food is good, the sports and everything is good.
I would tell you that I'm enjoying it quite immensely. We're very happy that His Excellency came by, at least came into the community. And I think events like these, if you plan it in a short term, you will never achieve any kind of results. And I'm not just saying that from planning the heritage. I say planning any kind of development, it has to have a long-term approach to it. Yeah, so that's what you're seeing here today is the result of roughly 2 years of work.
I'm enjoying it immensely. It's wonderful. I love the crowds and the people, the performances today, the speeches from the delegates. It's been a wonderful time.
We are from Georgetown, newly settled here in June. It's fantastic. It's just beautiful. It is our first time here, yes. I think it's amazing to watch all the different crafts and activities going on and see all the people enjoying the native, the Amerindian communities, culture and food. And even we didn't know you could make wine out of cassava. So we were learning a little more about the different things you can enjoy here.
Oh, it's just beautiful. All the colors and smells and sounds. It's really exciting.
Actually, I've heard of St. Colbert's Mission, Pakuri, for a very long time, and this is my first visit here. It is one that I always wish to visit all indigenous communities, especially during the time of our heritage celebration or the time of September. So far, it has been very exciting. Going into the afternoon, I hope to see more excitement. The excitement, the momentum is building.
Having fun, enjoying it, meeting people. It's a time for the indigenous people to meet with our other brothers and sisters from ethnic groups, and a time to build relationship.
I'm enjoying it pretty well. This is my first time here. I'm with the Guyana Women's Leadership Institute, and we did a dance today.
What kind of dance?
We did a mixed dance, a Guyanese dance, traditional dance, old Guyana, and an Amerindian dance. Amerindian life is not easy.
Very pleasant. It's a family visit. I'm here with my family, and we're having a good time. We're very relaxed. It smells good. We're smelling barbecue, and that is what has drawn us to this particular direction. We just went down for a walk to the river. It's very scenic, a very nice spot in the river. And really, everyone here seems to be enjoying themselves. It's a peaceful atmosphere. Nevertheless, people are getting energized and so. And Joe is here, and he's been most welcoming. I had the pleasure of sharing a beverage with him. I don't know what it was, but it had a bit of a sting, which is good. That's a welcome drink.
Today I made a great and a special effort to be here, not only because I'm minister and we are responsible for indigenous development across the country, but because St. Cuthbert's for many years now has always been known to carry off a fantastic Heritage Day. Lots of people, this is a village that is not too far from the city, at least it's accessible. So we get the six races because or 7 races coming here every year to have a fine time, and the interaction is really great. And what I like about them is that look at the you see the wattle there, that's indigenous. You see the wood skin on some of the benabs, that's indigenous. So I really like what they have done, and to me they have grown over the years. So I'm very happy, and I'm very happy that they're being supported by Georgetown, and every Guyanese then look forward to this. So I'm happy that it's being supported, and as a ministry we will continue to support them. President said today he would like to see a village plan, village improvement plan.
Altogether, the Pakuri Heritage Village celebrations was a success. Join us again next time as we bring you more on the Heritage Village activities as part of Indigenous Heritage Month.